Namaste everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you in this daily live meditation session with me, Dhyanse. We are meditating on 112 meditation techniques of Vigyan, Bhairav, Tantra. If I say that your mind exists outside your physical body, you will say you are out of your mind. But Tantra speaks the truth. Tantra says something very fascinating about our existence, about our presence. Over the last couple of sessions, we have been exploring our presence, our existence beyond the physical. Tantra says there are 7 subtle bodies, 7 subtle layers in which we are present, in which we exist, beyond just the physical. And over the last 2 sessions, we have been exploring the etheric body, which is the body that contains all our energies, the pranic energy, the kundalini energy. In different cultures, different traditions, it has been given different names. Some call it chi, some call it prana, and so on. But that body which contains, which holds our energies is the etheric body, the first layer on our physical body. Then we discussed the emotional body, which is above this etheric body, which is few inches above the physical, few inches above the etheric body, and all our emotions that we experience are experienced through this layer. And we said yesterday that the current state of this world, where all of us, most of us, are in some form of fear, some form of anxiety, this body has shrunk, this body has distorted, and we must restore our emotional health back. Not just the physical health, not just the health that comes with the energies, but also our emotional health. This is not to be ignored. This has to be taken into account, because our whole experience is divided on all of these layers. Each layer has a certain significance in the experience of life, not just the physical, but all the 7 subtle layers. Today we start talking about the mental layer, which is above this emotional layer. This is the layer where all our thoughts, all our imaginations, all our memories, they exist in this subtle body, in this layer. And if you can see and look back at our history, at how we have evolved, we have given so much emphasis to the mind, so much emphasis to the thought, so much emphasis to this mental body, that along with the physical, we have overexpressed ourselves into this mental body. So many thoughts all the time, so much uncontrolled imagination all the time, such memory that is either very weak, that you cannot remember anything, or is so strong that you cannot forget anything that you don't want to remember. This whole mental body is overexpressed in us. We, through our ways in which we have evolved, what we have done is we have emphasized on the physical body, and we have heavily emphasized on the mental body. This mental body, according to Tantra, is just a utilitarian body. It just has a certain utility. The taste of life, the experience of life is not in the thought, is not in the imagination, is in the rest of the spectrum of subtle bodies along with the physical, in different proportions, in different significances. The significance of the mental body is simply utility. The thought, the imagination, the memory, these are just utilitarian components of our existence, of our presence. But by and by, as as we evolved, as we are in the so-called evolution, we have pushed ourselves so much into this mental body that everything has gone uncontrolled. The thought is uncontrolled, the memory is completely disturbed, the imagination has no boundaries anymore where we could differentiate between the reality and just the imagination. In such a state, there is a madness that we are living, all of us, where we are drawing all our experience through simply the thought. The very essentials of life, like love. Even love, we are living through the thought of love. Connection with others, even that we are living just as an idea, just as a thought. We are drawing the juice of life out of just the thoughts, and we are not even satisfied with that we have now taken this to one level further, which is we are transferring all this mental body, all the contents of our mental body to a body that will appear in the future, the digital body, where we are taking all our thoughts, whatever we are thinking, in some or the other way, we are interfacing with the digital. All our memories, all our experiences of life, whatever is happening, we are taking this from the mind, from the mental body to the digital body. This process is happening because we do not know how to really experience ourselves. We do not know how to reclaim our presence in these different subtle bodies and how to harmonize our experience of life by living each subtle body, by living fully the physical, but also living fully all our subtle bodies and putting them in the right place. The mental body has its use, the mind has its purpose, has its utilitarian place in life, but nothing more than that. If you see the animals, the birds, they are not so developed with their thought. And this is what we proudly claim as human species being the most intelligent, being superior over animals and birds who are slightly less developed with their thought, with their mental bodies. But the price that we are paying for that, no animal, no bird is depressed, no animal, no bird is going mad, is constantly thinking day in, day out. They use the mind, they use what is required out of their intelligence, and they move on in life. Just for a moment, contemplate on the life of a bird, life of an animal, as inferior as it may appear, but just in the context of this mental body, how obsessively we have pushed ourselves into the mental body. We may learn from animals, we may learn from other species on this planet to put back the mind in its right place, to live this life in the experience of love, of truth, of connection, through our presence in all the seven bodies, in all the subtleties, in all the realms. Above this mental body begins a journey, begins a space, a realm which is completely unimaginable. When we talk about physical body, you do not need any proof. When we talk about the etheric body, you are still somehow feeling it, so you are convinced that yes, something like an energy body exists or may exist. You're open to the idea. When we talk about the emotional body and the mental body, this also sounds relatable. This also sounds somewhat familiar, because in different forms we experience the emotions, we experience the mind. Beyond this realm, beyond these bodies, all the rest of the bodies, they are somewhat completely out of our awareness, completely disconnected from us, completely non-existence in our experience. So even the idea of rest of the bodies may sound unconvincing, inconceivable. So you may have to be open to what I'm saying, and while we explore these bodies beyond the mental. The next layer beyond the mental is the astral. This is the layer which is connected to the heart. This body, this astral body, is connected to our heart chakra, to Anahata chakra. This is where the separation between the lower centers and the higher centers of energy starts happening. And once you move into this astral realm, once in your experience this astral realm becomes alive, the whole world of spirituality opens up for you. It does not remain as a belief system. It does not remain as an idea. It becomes your first-hand experience. The whole realm, parallel realities and spiritual realms, all of them become available to you. This layer, this astral body, is above the mental body. And those who accidentally, for some reason, have these out-of-body experiences, some of those unfortunate or fortunate ones who, due to some mishappening in life, are having this sudden experience, out-of-body experience, where they are thrown out of their physical body and then they see light, and then they're moving into realms for few glimpses, and they're coming back into the body, trying to consolidate what has happened, trying to explain their experience. And for all of those who have gone through out-of-body experiences, their experience is pretty much the same, because they're entering into this realm of spirituality, these realms that are non-physical in nature, and this projection that happens outside the physical body is through this astral layer of our subtle bodies. Beyond the astral, there is then the etheric template body, which is connected to our throat chakra. Through this astral template body, we contain all this blueprint of our physical body, the blueprint all of our subtle bodies, and we take this to parallel realities in our parallel existence. This may again sound very much far beyond our imagination, so we may have not even any contact with this knowledge. We may even not see any point of this knowledge in our daily experience, but just for the sake of completeness, let us listen to what these bodies are. But in these sessions, we are concerned more about your presence in the physical, bringing you back to the physical, bringing you back to the etheric, to the emotional, to the mental. Here, we are not dealing with the astral or etheric template or other bodies and so on. The last two bodies are the celestial body, which is your connection to the divine. Through this, you enter a realm where deities are existing, where your guru, your master, your deity, all these connections are built through this celestial body, which is in the chakra system, is through your third eye center, and you are through this third eye center getting all the visions, all the knowledge, whatever you need as guidance in life through this celestial body. And the last, the spiritual body, the causal body, this is where they say your soul exists. This is what contains all the information about you as yourself. And as you move from one life to the other, the information that travels from one life to the other is contained in this causal body. Once again, these spiritual realms are too far from our experience, too far from our concern here in these sessions. If we could even establish a presence right here, right now, in the physical, in our energy body, the etheric body, in our emotional stability, in our mental health, this is enough for us to lead a good life, to lead a normal, healthy life. That's the aim of these sessions. But if you're interested to go beyond, that possibility is also there. For now, let's take these moments to be in silence, to be in meditation, and meditate over our mind, over our thoughts, because this is what is going all upside down in our life. So simply sit down, witness your thoughts, observe your thoughts in silence. As crazy as they are, as uncontrolled as they are, do not try to control your thoughts. Simply be in witnessing. Witness whatever is going through your mind without judging, without attaching yourself to the thoughts. As you observe, in that observation comes a point where the thoughts start to lose their power and silence prevails. This point comes for everyone, so you have to be patient. If this doesn't come in this session, accept that. Allow only this witnessing to be there in you, where you're observing your thoughts and becoming silent along the way. As you practice this, you will see that there will be an absolute silence also possible, where all these thoughts, they disappear back from where they came, and you have like a silent lake of consciousness, absolutely without any thoughts, and pure awareness and the experience of pure consciousness. So let us be in this witnessing for the next minutes. Please close your eyes. Take a posture that is comfortable for you. A posture that allows rest and alertness. Awareness turning inwards. In observing your thoughts. Your breath to become silent. As you sit and simply observe your mind, your thoughts, whatever is arising in this moment. not trying to do anything, simply observing. Always bringing yourself back to observing your mind, sitting silently, not doing anything. Breath flowing naturally. In a continuous observation, without any effort. Not trying to stop the thoughts, allowing them to rise and fall. You simply observe silently. Your every breath in observation of your mind. And a sense of silence, centeredness arises. Leave all observation and simply stay silent, aware of nothing in particular. Awareness on your body, on your breath, on your presence in this moment. you as the physical and the non-physical. And maintaining this silent awareness very gently and slowly. You may open your eyes. And take this silent awareness to your daily life. In your day, ask yourself, do you need to think all the time? Can you take few moments to just put this thinking aside and be at rest? Ask yourself during different activities of your day where you need your mind, where you do not need to use the mind, and just simply be at rest. If you wish to support these sessions, if you wish to contribute back to this art of meditation, which keeps this wisdom of life alive, which keeps the sanity of humanity alive, you're more than welcome to contribute in two ways. One is through donation, and the second is to take the word, take the message of meditation, of these sessions to your family and friends. Two ways: donation and sharing the message. Thank you very much. Namaste.